Good morning, America. Take one. The execution that Gary Gilmore has wanted was supposed to take place here Monday morning. It didn't. The wedding that he and Nicole Barrett had wanted would have happened here too. But now the bizarre prospects of execution and wedding are quite obviously uncertain by the choice of the two people who wanted them the most. Greg Dobb, Utah State Prison.
We'll park the driveway.
I think it's a photographer, right?
It's a still photographer on a stick down there. The engine running? Just move it back. Yeah, we're not sure.
What did he try to take? Oh, I really don't know what kind of drug he took.
But he did try to OD, right?
Well, that's what I understand.
Can you just tell us in what condition he was found, sir?
He wasn't breathing at the time.
Can you stand still just for a moment? It'll just take a moment. When you went in there, what kind
It
of
wasn't me, it
condition
was another technician that went in there.
You say that he has been brought back to life.
Yes.
Is he conscious?
He was at the time.
Did he say anything at all?
No. He didn't say anything.
Was he responsive to any questions?
No.
Do you have any reason to believe that, do you know what he took, or is there any indication in the cell?
No, we don't know.
How about any prescriptive drugs that he might have had in his cell?
Well, we had him on medication, and that's about it.
Can you tell me what kind?
I don't know. You'll have to check with the doc about that.
What is your name?
Tom Ongoy.
O-N-G?
A-N-G.
Tom, O-N-G-O-A-Y.
One is it's possible that he saved up his own medication, accumulated that, and then ingested it all at once. Another possibility is that he could have received some from the other inmates, has access to the other inmates in maximum security. And the third possibility is that it could have come in possibly from one of the visitors.
Aren't they thoroughly searched?
We incorporated a skin shakedown procedure the latter part of the week of last week, but there is no shakedown known that will prevent the bringing in of drugs because of the possibility of secreting them in some cavity of the body.
We were conscious of the fact that she had obtained a prescription for Seconal several days ago. And that same bottle, I assume to be the same bottle, was found close by her empty. There had been 20 pills in that 2 days ago. And there was also one other sleeping compound, a very mild one, Dalmane it's called. That was also empty. I don't know how many pills would have been.
The empty bottles were there by her. Where was she?
She was lying on the couch in the living room. She was covered by a blanket.
First of all, how did your department find out about Nicole Barrett?
We found out by dispatching an ambulance to that location. We've been conscious of where Nicole has been living, and we dispatched the ambulance from this same terminal here in this community. And
what stimulated you to dispatch the ambulance?
Well, we were summoned by one of the neighbors. What has happened, I've learned since, is that at about 8 o'clock this morning, a neighbor went to arouse Nicole Barrett, which has been their normal practice. She didn't have an alarm clock. And she discovered Nicole in the apartment unconscious. She and another neighbor attempted to awake Nicole, and after being unsuccessful, they called a doctor, and the doctor in turn suggested they call the ambulance and have her transported to the hospital. It was at that point that we learned that something was wrong at the apartment. When the ambulance attendants arrived, they found her unconscious but breathing. The investigating officers who followed the ambulance to the scene found that apparently she had ingested a quantity of sleeping pills. It appears at this time to be Seconal.
How does it appear to be that?
Well,
just whether or not there was a note.
I may not comment at this time. I've conferred with the county attorney, and I can only comment, no comment.
The picture, was it a newspaper photo or a picture of her and him together, or what?
My understanding was it was a small picture of Gary himself.
Well, I guess that's all we can really ask you about. Is there anything that you can add that you haven't said so far? That it's
no, that is very basically the facts as we know them at this time.
Okay. I don't want.
I do know that a prescription for the Seconal was issued, and we've played a very low-key kind of a thing here, not trying to get involved, but at the same time trying to be as aware as possible about.
Are you ready?
Ready? Yeah.
Okay. I'll ask you this: how is Nicole right now?
The last report we have from the physician is that she is still comatose or unconscious, and that her condition is critical. She arrived here by ambulance this morning at about 9:15.
What was her condition when she came in?
Just as it is now, that's correct. We have not had a report from the physicians that she is able to talk or had any communication with them.
Is there any physical evidence of the cause of this so far?
Let's indicate that it appears overdose of sleeping medication.
Have you been in touch with her doctor?
Only after she arrived this morning.
Does he help you make that determination?
He makes that determination, and he will keep us posted as the day goes on.
Is that Dr. Orden?
No.
Okay, it's not Dr. Orden. What kind of sleeping medication? Do you have any
I
idea?
have no idea. I don't know that at all.
Is she now in the intensive care unit?
She is in the intensive care unit, correct.
Is there any prognosis how long before she will be able to talk or brought down to a serious level?
It's too early to tell. As the day proceeds, we'll probably get some indication as to when she will revive sufficiently to make some comment. At this point, her condition is the same as it was this morning.
How would you evaluate her chances of pulling through?
You're asking a layman, unfortunately. The doctors are not, at this point, committing. They don't feel they know at this point.
If she decides that it's okay for people to come in and talk with her.
The policy will be, of course, to keep the public informed. We work closely with the attending physicians and the family. And we have not had contact with the family at this point.
Is that effort being made?
The effort is being made to contact the family, that's correct.